because
You saw something.
not only did I see something, I saw something twice.
What is that, Moot?
I saw someone jerking it off
Jerking it off.
in public.
A public jerk.
Yeah, a guy like sitting on the ground just jerking it off and like no qualms about it. No, like actually think this happened in LA. I go to New York and the same thing happened there.
Maybe this is a new thing that's happening in all the major cities.
One of them was in an ATM.
In an ATM.
No, at an ATM
At
machine.
an ATM.
Yeah, pretending
those
to get
little-
money out.
Getting those buttons all sticky.
I didn't even think of that. That's gross. Yes.
That's not a great thing to witness, and I feel bad for the people experiencing that.
Why?
However,
Why do you feel bad?
because clearly there's usually some, mental disturbance going on there, leading them to go jerk off in the streets.
Maybe we are the ones that are mentally ill, not feel free and easy, just jerking it whenever the mood strikes you.
I kind of like that.
Okay. What do you
We should all be jerking off whenever we feel the impulse, huh?
Right. That's what I'm saying. What is going on?
I don't know. Well, it inspired the question of the week. That's what we're getting at.
Which is?
The sneaky freak question of the week is, tell us about a time you were caught choking the chicken or flicking the bean. Did you stop or finish?
Do you want to go and lead us off there, Cam?
Okay, now I've noticed a trend.
No.
You always put me in the hot seat first. I'll start, okay?
Yeah.
But I just wanted the record to show it's me, once again, starting it off.
This is payback for the years of me starting it off.
Oh, the years. All right.
Decades.
Okay, so yes, I've been caught choking the chicken.
Really?
Yes, I've been caught choking the chicken. Most notably, well, first of all, I have a vague memory of when I was 5, kind of discovering that my penis experienced sensations. And you told me that I need to evacuate your room.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel
Because-
like having you be, I didn't want to put you in a bad position.
Did you remember this?
No, but if I said evacuate the room, that means go to somewhere else in private.
Yeah, I think you kind of were like, just don't do that here.
Yeah.
So then I remembered that. That's a very early memory, 5 years old or something like that.
Did you feel shame or you felt like,
Well, I didn't know
what
I didn't know what the fuck it was. I wasn't really choking the chicken. I was kind of just like
Exploring.
playing with my little dingaling. But no, the real time that I was caught choking the chicken, you were out of town, and I had a babysitter who happened to be a teacher at the elementary school I was in.
And you decided to choke it in front of her?
I didn't think she was home, and I was choking it, looking at some AOL profile of this woman in leather. I was thinking, I'm surprised I didn't develop like a leather fetish or something after that early exposure.
What, was this porn or was this just
A picture of a woman and wearing
That's all it took.
latex or some shit.
And your
It was all-
math or science teacher was downstairs?
I think she was a science teacher.
She was a science
She
teacher.
fucking waltzed on in and waltzed on out.
Oh my God.
And
How did
then
I've never heard this story.
Yeah, I don't even remember her name at this point. First name might be Melanie.
Melanie.
I don't remember her name. I don't even remember how old I was. I could have been
19.
5th grade.
You
Could
have been
20
last
years
week.
old. No. I was very young. It could have been. I think I might have been in 3rd grade at this time. And I remember this woman.
Why would I
catching
have
me.
a 3rd grade teacher of science?
She wasn't
babysitting you. Was she like a teacher's aide?
No.
Full blown
teacher, but she was a different teacher. Anyway, she waltzed in and saw me choking it, and yeah, I felt shame. I stopped the choke after that.
I think babysitters tend to find people choking more than others.
Oh, I'm sure. People don't think the parents are home and jerking off. And by the way, I didn't know how to choke the chicken at the time. And so
Who teaches guys how to choke the chicken?
I don't know, maybe at camp or something, you learn you put your fingers in a ring or something like that.
Wait, is this true? Or
Sure. I learned all sorts of shit at camp.
Who's teaching you to put your finger in a ring?
Some kids have older brothers. They teach you,
They teach you how to whack
But
off?
at first, I was just kind of rubbing up and down with the full hand. That's what this woman was probably so confused.
She didn't know what you were doing.
She didn't know what the fuck I was doing. All right. So that's my choking the chicken story. Were you ever caught
Fabulous.
Flicking the bean?
I think after a massage or two.
What?
Like I was in the massage room thinking that the person was, gone, and then the person walked back in.
No fucking
But they don't
way.
know what's going on because there was.
How long are you staying in there after the massage?
They tell you take a few minutes to gather your belongings and
During that
breathe.
time, you're jerking it off?
This wasn't yesterday, it was a while ago. I don't remember how many years ago this was.
Wow. And so they walked in, and then what?
and then they did whatever they need to do. I stopped doing what I did to do, and then I went in the bathroom and I finished the job.
So you did end up finishing it.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But women, I think it's easier. It's not as like apparent of what's going on.
You don't get fireworks flying all over the place.
That's one thing. I didn't even think of that. I'm just saying in general, it's a smaller bean to flick.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but it's usually more ferocious when I've seen this done.
Wait, what happened with the babysitter, though? So did you continue?
No, I stopped in shame. I think I stopped jerking off for the next 6 years. Anyway, let's hear. I'm very curious what the sneaky freaks have to say about this. By the way, if you're just tuning in, we have a question of the week. We call it the sneaky freak question of the week. You're experiencing it now. You have the opportunity to answer this question of the week by texting us at
310-356-3920.
And we love when you guys respond. We get some incredible responses, and I'd like to read some.
And by the way, if you want to respond anonymously, you could do that as well.
Let's start with Gina. How about that?
Sure.
She goes, I've never been caught doing that, but just earlier today, I got a new vibrator delivered to me, and I turned it on and couldn't figure out how to turn it back off. So I'm sure everyone in the house heard it go through the different vibration cycles the 3 times before I got it turned off. Also, another time I was late for work because I left a vibrator in the shower and didn't realize it until I pulled into the work parking lot.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't leave it there, so I had to go back home to grab it and put it away. Not sure if anyone had seen it there. I live with my mom and sister.
Well, Gina, I mean, it's a natural thing.
This is like the
crux of
covering
it.
covering your footsteps,
Covering the bases?
No, your tracks. You want to cover your tracks after
Why are
after
people
you jerk
ashamed
off
about having that?
If you found my used, cum rags lying around, would you be disturbed by that?
Well, I wouldn't want to clean it up.
But would you be like, what's going on here?
I wouldn't want to see that.
What about like a used fleshlight, a moldy fleshlight?
You did that, and it was gross.
You never found my moldy
No, but you
fleshlight.
told me about it. I found a Jesus one.
You found Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about this? One of your babysitters found a laptop open to some porn, and it was your
Not from
brother's.
me. Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. I think we told about this story on the podcast before.
Yeah, we have. We
Because
definitely
the
know how to
babysitter comes up and
jingle.
says to me, "There's some dancing naked ladies on your son's computer," and I'm like, "Oh boy, what do I do?"
Okay, so I guess
So
you
I
have to
want
hide
to-
the evidence if you're gonna.
No,
what?
I want to tell every parent out there, don't shame the person for watching porn or finding a vibrator. Just say this is a natural thing and just don't do it in a public setting like I witnessed.
I love that. That's a hot tip from KLP right there.
Yeah.
We got another response here from Mr. Bean.
Oh, boy.
I choke my chicken 28 hours a day.
28?
It's huge and it's fun to play with, and I learned so much from doing it.
It's a learning experience for Mr.
What
Bean.
is he learning?
He's sticking Pop Rocks up his anus, and he's choking the chicken at the same time 28 out of 24 hours a day. How does he do 28?
He's got a lot of energy, and he's got apparently a huge penis.
Apparently. As per his perspective.
Oh, we had another one here that was kind of interesting that I wanted to get into. We got one from Trish over here. Trish says, funny you asked this now. My husband just recently caught me using his Kindle to watch porn. I forgot to clear the search history. We had a good embarrassing laugh over my huge cock search. Love you too, Trish.
Trish, that's awesome. I've been caught by my kids.
What's with the Kindle, though? Searching on a Kindle. I guess it's the same as like an iPad.
Yeah, it's an iPad.
I think of the Kindle as a very innocuous device, though.
Innocuous.
Yeah, you're just reading books on there. I was not expecting people to be searching for big cock porn.
That's hilarious.